All right, so today we're going to talk about a procedure that's done a lot in Spanish or foreign language classes, and that's writing what is called a slash sentence. Slash sentences are basically a series of words that are separated by slashes. All of the words are there, and they're always in the right order, okay? So that means you don't move them around. All you might have to do is adjust the small words like the, a, and, some, this, that, these, those, my, your, his, her, our, or their. Those are all the small words that we've been studying. And the verbs will need to be conjugated correctly, okay? You might have to add one word, and that's and, which is the letter Y in Spanish, pronounced E, if you need it to make the sentence make sense. Don't just willy-nilly add it, but you might have to add it only if it's necessary to make the sentence make sense. Never change the subject, which is at the beginning of a sentence, and never change a noun, which is part of the stuff at the end of the sentence, okay? So on our cheat wall, the subject is in that bright orangish pink color. Never change that. And then of a detailed sentence, the stuff can be an additional verb, an infinitive, or a small word and a noun. So never change the subject or the noun, okay? So in the example, I have put yo in blue because you don't change the subject. Don't make that Maria. Don't make that nosotros. Leave it yo, okay? And then the nouns are going to be found typically at the end. So escuela is a person, place, or thing. It's a noun, so you don't change escuela. So I have those two colored to stick out, so you don't change that. But you will need to conjugate the verb, which is the second word in a sentence, and adjust the small word to match the noun, okay? So in this case, we're going to take out manejar and el. Manejar has to become manejo if it's conjugated correctly, and la matches escuela because you can't say el escuela. And then you put a period at the end and you have yourself a sentence, okay? I drive to the school, a detailed sentence. So let's try some of these as practice, okay? So in number 1, ella is your subject, leave that. Baño is your noun, leave that alone. Don't change those two. Conjugate your verb and adjust the small words. Okay, go ahead and do that. All right, in this sentence, ella stays the same, and then we take off the AR and conjugate it for ella, which makes it camina. And then L is correct for baño, unlike our previous example where escuela ended in an A. So L does match, but anytime you see the words A and L next to each other, they get hooked up together and make the contraction of al. So ella camina al baño is your new sentence. And if you have to translate that, it means she walks to the bathroom. All right, let's do another slash sentence. In number 2, L is going to have to get changed because that word for the does not match chicas. But chicas is your subject. That is the people, or that is the person or people that are doing the action. So chicas stays the same. Adjust the small word before chicas. Conjugate the verb, which comes next, and then look at con and su and see if you have to change those according to the noun at the end, which you also don't change, which is amigas. So go ahead and try to write this slash sentence. All right, so if chicas doesn't change, L has to become las if we're going to matchy-matchy. Comer, you're going to take off the ER and you're going to conjugate it for a group of people that end in AS. So that's going to be conjugated like ellas. So that will be comen. Cone never gets changed, or at least this year it won't get changed. Su has to match amigas, and it doesn't because amigas is plural, so you should change that to sus. So your new sentence without the slashes, las chicas comen con sus amigas. And again, if you have to translate that, that means the girls eat with their friends who are female. Okay, so you need that detail for friends because that tells you it's not mixed company or all boys, it's all girls. All right, number 3, La Signora Quali or Mrs. Quali is your subject, so don't change that. Pizarra is your noun, don't change that. Change the words that are in black or leave them alone if you don't need to change them. Sometimes you don't change them, but you definitely have to conjugate the verb and adjust the small words. So go ahead and do that one. All right, so La Signora Quali stays the same. Escribir, you take off the IR and you're going to conjugate it like one girl or she. So that's escribe. Ain never changes, so that stays the same. L does not match pizarra, so that has to become la. La Signora Quali escribe en la pizarra. And if you have to translate that, that means Mrs. Quali writes on the chalkboard or whiteboard. Okay? You'll need to know how to do slash sentences because those will be on your assignment that you need to do over the weekend. All right. So go ahead and get a whiteboard, a marker, and a towel. On your quiz Tuesday, you are going to do 5 basic sentences and 5 detailed sentences from English to Spanish. So we're going to practice that today. We will, of course, practice more on Monday as well. All right, so I want you to write the sentence, he does not eat. That is a basic sentence because you really just have a subject and a verb, but we're making it negative. And remember, the no or not goes before your verb in English, because your verb is your action, eat, and it will go before the verb in Spanish. Remember, the word do and does is implied that it's there. So you're really only going to be writing 3 words. All right. He is L. Not is no. Does not is no. And then you're going to conjugate the verb comer for he, which is come. Okay? All right, the next sentence. The teachers, it's a group of teachers that are masculine, either all boys or mixed company, read. Again, these are basic sentences. You've got a subject, you've got a verb, and the verb needs to be conjugated. Go ahead and write this one on your board. All right, the teachers, masculine, is los maestros. The verb for to read is leer. You take off the ER. And teachers are a group of people like ellos. So then you conjugate it with an en on the end. So it is leen. Again, double E is legal, especially in the verbs creer and leer. All right, next sentence. I write. You got a subject, you got a verb, conjugate the verb correctly for I. Go ahead and write this on your board. All right, I is yo, to write is escribir. You take off the IR, and for every verb we've learned so far, you add an O. So yo escribo means I write. All right, the next one, the student. One student that's a female understands or comprehends. Okay, so again, if I say she understands what I'm saying, she understands what she's reading, we're talking about comprehend. The student, one female student, understands. Go ahead and write this on your whiteboard. All right, the student is la estudiante, and to understand is comprender. Take off the ER and conjugate it like a she. So it's la estudiante comprende. The next one, my friends, masculine and plural. It's either all boys or mixed company, learn. My friends learn. All right, remember, my has to be plural because friends is plural. Again, it's got to match. Just like in the second one, it was los for the because of maestros. So mis amigos, and to learn is aprender, conjugated for they is aprenden. Mis amigos aprenden. All right, and the last one is Mrs. Qualley runs. Mrs. Qualley runs. So write that sentence on your board. All right, so remember, Mrs. is Senora. So Senora Qualley or La Senora Qualley, a lot of times they put the before a title. So La Senora Qualley or Senora Qualley, I will accept either. Run is correr, because you run around the corner, and it's conjugated for a she, so it's Senora Qualley corre. All right, so that's what your quiz is going to be like, and then we'll do detailed sentences as well, but we'll do those on Monday. All right, so let's do some more /sentence practice. Again, do not change the subject, which is at the beginning of your sentence. Do not change any nouns. Those tend to be at the end of your sentence. Conjugate your verbs and adjust your small words, and then see if you can tell me what these sentences mean. So write on your board what the new Spanish sentence should be, and then what the sentence means in English. You can pause this because I'm going to go along a little bit quicker, but see if you can do it before you reveal the answers. So pause in between each one. All right, so nosotros stays the same. It's an IR verb, so it's escribimos. Con stays the same. El does not match lapises because that's masculine and plural, so los lapises, okay? We, masculine, write with the pencils. All right, move on to the next one. Again, pause the video so you can do it first and then reveal the answers. All right, so Maria stays the same and amigo stays the same. So Maria de be, because you got to conjugate it for a she, and then me becomes mis to match amigos. And that sentence now means Maria owes my friends. Remember, deber means to owe or to ought to. All right, the next one is longer, but you do the same thing. So maestra is your subject, universidad is your noun, so don't change those two. And you only conjugate a verb that the subject is doing. So pause the video and try to do this sentence. All right, so maestra stays the same, so la has to match maestra. Aprender, conjugated for a she, is aprende, and then you leave enseñar because that is part of your stuff. It's a second noun that must be an infinitive because the teacher is not doing that action, she's doing the first action. And then a stays the same, el becomes la because anything that ends in dad is always feminine. So la maestra aprende enseñar a la universidad means the female teacher learns to teach at the university. All right, do the next two, and again, pause in between. Yo stays the same, oficina stays the same. So yo corro a la oficina. I run